Despite all of its strengths, the Lotus Elise has a few weak points. Today I'm going to be talking about the battery bracket. The OEM battery bracket, as you can see in this clip here, is not very secure. It doesn't hold the battery very well, especially front to back, and some owners have had the problem of the battery coming loose during hard driving, such as at a track day or autocross, and losing power to their car, as well as having their rear clamshell destroyed by the battery flopping around in the trunk. There's a number of aftermarket options that have been developed over the years that are basically designed to replace the stock battery with a smaller one and have an upgraded battery bracket to go along with it. As far as I could tell, there was not a single battery bracket ever developed for this car to use the OEM battery. Since not everyone wants to replace their OEM battery with something else, I decided to develop this battery bracket to work with the stock battery. As always, check the description for links to this bracket as well as anything else that's featured in this video. Without further ado, let's get on with showing you how the bracket works. Here is a preview of what the battery bracket I designed looks like. The basic design is a front bracket that replaces the OEM bracket but holds the battery securely on the sides, and then a nylon strap that goes over the top of the battery that can be tightened down to hold the battery down snugly in place. Start by removing the OEM battery bracket. You can remove it with a hex key that is provided in the car's toolkit. Here's what it looks like once it's removed from the car. This bracket is designed to fit into this groove on the bottom of the battery, but it doesn't work very well. Move the battery out of the way and remove the rear battery bracket. We will reuse the rear battery bracket, but not the front battery bracket. Here is how to assemble this bracket. You thread the nylon strap through the D-ring as shown. Make sure that they're oriented as such, with the ring pointing up and the strap clip pointing down at the front. You can then insert the nylon strap through the black front bracket piece and feed the nylon strap through the clip. Here's what it looks like fully assembled. Make note of the orientation, as this orientation is the best that I've found for installing into the car. If you get the strap backwards, it would still work, but it's just harder to adjust. Apply the foam tape or padding to the black bracket piece as shown. You want to make sure to have the padding on both side arms of the bracket and two in the middle. Here's another look inside the car when I'm about to install the bracket and how you want to hold and orient the bracket. Hold it like this so that the clip is facing up, and then turn it over so it's upside down as you install it. It's actually easier to put the rear bracket on the two little rivet hooks before tightening it down. These are set up to hold the rear bracket in place, and then you only have to install my bracket over the OEM one with the stock bolt provided. Once it's tightened down in place, you can verify that it's oriented correctly by holding the strap out. The clip should be facing on the upside. You can then feed this underneath the negative or positive power cable on the battery. You don't want to be clamping down onto the cable itself. You want to be only clamping down onto the battery body itself. Once it's fed over the battery, you can then feed it through the front bracket and then tighten the front bracket down. I recommend tightening down the front bracket before tightening down the nylon strap. The nylon strap gets plenty tight enough on its own with this cinch strap. It's a good idea to have the cinch strap clip on the top of the battery. So even if you installed it like this where it's on the side, you can feed it around so that the clip is on the top. In the end, it should look something like as shown. And that's it. This is what it looks like when it's fully installed in the car. Ready to go to the track. If you liked this video or thought it was helpful, feel free to hit that like button, and if you want to see more content like this in the future, please hit the subscribe button. Every little bit helps. As always, check the description for links to this bracket as well as anything else that's featured in this video. Thanks for watching.